And we'll start. Okay, perfect. I hope you're ready. I hope you checked our last session for those that you were not there the last time. So let's get into it. We're doing prompt engineering. The way I like it to say is working with LLMs. This is the session number 6 with Constructor Academy. I'm your host, Adriano Persegani, and I'm data scientist and generative AI program manager for Constructor. And next week on Tuesday, we are starting the new dates with Mastering Generative AI course. So it's a part-time course in the evening. So if you have time and if you want to learn more about how to work with LLMs, please, you can join. More on that later. So far, we did many lectures. We had 5 lectures, and today we will focus on building a custom tool using prompt engineering. Okay. So the last time we used chaining and we used conditional prompting to create a trend analysis and forecast GPT to do some sales analysis. Go check at it if you haven't done it. You will be able to check the last this slides, and you have links to the previous one. So let's jump into the topics. Set, go. Okay, so today I would like to build with you a companion, an assistant for your inbox, so that will reply to your email. So the last time, like a few, some lectures ago, we used Google Script. This is something I love. Is using JavaScript, and I studied Java many years ago, but I'm not used to Java anymore. So thankfully, there are LLMs that help me programming right now. And we are using OpenAI, the API. We are using the OpenAI API key. I'm teaching you how to use that. And I'm connecting all of this with Gmail to generate our autopilot, our assistant. We are going to connect all of them and to generate it. So let's jump into it. So how do I get the OpenAI API key? So when you go in the platform from OpenAI, you should move to dashboard here, and then scroll down into API key. And as you see, I created already one key this morning. When you create the key, you will not be able to see it anymore. So when you create the key, be sure. So I will do it one right now. I'm gonna delete it anyway. So you will be able to see it only at this moment. So copy it now, because you will not be able to see it again. So I delete it. And then I will use the Google script as the last time. So let's see how to do that, right? Okay, so I prepared some prompts already. So I want to use the OpenAI key. Okay, so I want to here I'm asking the model to provide a detailed step-by-step guide on how to create a Google script that integrates the OpenAI API, ensuring that the API key is secured, stored without being hard-coded in the script. Why I'm asking this? Because often that's a problem that is often out there. People hard code their key inside their scripts, inside their code, and so they push it online. They upload it somewhere, and the key became public, and so people will start using it. So Let's see how to do that. So I'm just on ChatGPT. I'm using the 4o model, and let's ask it. Okay, so I am using custom instructions here, so he knows that I am Adriano, and it needs to I set to be called Adri. So, and here is telling me, okay, go on Google Drive, click on New, More, Google Apps Script, and create a new project called whatever. And then it's telling me to go in project settings, and there I can put, like in property script, I can put the OpenAI key. Okay, so let's do that. So I go in my scripts, I create a new project. I'm doing it live with you, you see. So automatically here I will have a function that I will not use right now, but I will go in project settings, and here you see script properties, and I should add a property. And so it's telling me to call it OpenAI API key. Okay, and then I copy the key that I created before. Okay, so the one we saw it previously, and then I saved my script properties. Okay, now we saved this key anyway. You are able to see it, but I will delete it in 5 minutes. Okay, then I go back to my editor. And here we need to write a JavaScript, right? So let's deep down in my prompt. So I already wrote a prompt. We'll go fast through it, but basically I am asking to generate a Google JavaScript script that automates reply to unread emails. Remember, in your prompting, you need to be very specific. The script should use the OpenAI API, specifically the GPT-4o Mini, because this is one of the cheapest one, and that performs very well. And I'm giving I will go fast, okay, because we don't have time, and you will be able to go more into detail. But basically, I want the model to answer for me to the unread email. I'm saying to handle 50 email at the time, so it's just for to limit, okay, the amount of email to manage, and it should use access the OpenAI API key using the scripts properties. It should extract the sender's name, and should avoid reply to no reply email. The assistant is going to be Clippy. We already know him. You remember from the 80s, 90s. So is my personal assistant, and is acting as me before the 20th of October, because I will be in holiday. So I am giving an example. So a few shots, remember. Hi, this is Clippy, Adriano, personal assistant. Adriano is currently unavailable. I can, for example, help you scheduling a meeting with you if you want. So I am sharing, you see, every time I'm using Markdown, and I'm sharing a link. So if the sender requests a schedule meeting, I will put a link with the Calendly, so the user, the sender can schedule with me. I'm giving an example again. I want that how the model should perform, and then I'm doing some examples. So if the sender asks questions, so did you send the email about the pre-award to the last student, or this is some use case that happens to me, will you be able to help me during the workshop on Tuesday? The model should perform like, thank you for your question, sender's name. While Adriano is currently available, Clippy, I'm here to assist you. However, I am not able to answer this question at the moment. Okay. Then we are going to label every email as Clippy, and we mark the emails replied as read. We are using some persona, so it should act as Clippy, and some negative prompting. So do not provide specific answers. Okay, so let's not waste time. Copy it. Create a new prompt. Remember, every time create a new prompt and just sending it. Okay, you see that is telling me even where to go and create a new project and copy the script below. So it's generating the script for me. Very good. Is creating the prompt for the LLM. Also, it knows how to generate a prompt. Okay, perfect. So I just copy the code and put it into my script here. Okay. I will not go into detail. I will just save the project and I will click on run. Okay. It's asking me permissions. So it needs to access my data. So I am saying, okay, I want to read and access all my data. Okay, good. It's running. Execution started. And as you see here on my inbox, I have 2 unread emails. Okay, started and completed. Very nice. So I already sent myself a couple of email to check. So let's refresh. Okay, now you see that they are marked as Clippy. So let's see, for example, I write to myself, I hope you're doing well. Give me a feedback on the capstone project proposal we discussed last week. And hello, Adri. Thank you for reaching out. I hope you're doing well. So Adrian is currently available and will not able to provide feedback on the capstone project. So it's doing is answering based on the question the sender asked. He truly appreciates your patience and will be sure to respond. So I can and is answering as me, as Clippy for me. And then I could ask something else. For example, I could ask, can I schedule a meeting? Yeah, I shouldn't write it here. Sorry, I should write in my personal email. So let's see here. Like I will reply. And they should see here. In the meantime, let's see the other email. So here, this is one old email I have when I was younger. My name was Jude Errante. And so I see I wrote in Italian. So, ciao Adri, come stai? How are you? I wanted to have some news. Here, all good. I live in Bologna. And here, this was my name. So, ciao Dunfor. I hope you're doing good. And so it's automatically writing in Italian and is providing me the link to schedule a meeting. So and answering all in Italian. How good is that? And so here, I on the other email, I asked to schedule a meeting. I need to run the script again. So let's rerun it. And also, I'm teaching you also how to do it automatically. Now we are running it manually, but let's see. Okay, again, so it's red. It means that we're working. Hey, again, thank you for your email. Unfortunately, Adriano is available. Yeah, if you like to schedule a meeting, then is giving me the link to schedule the link with the meeting with me. Okay, so very good, it's working. And let's see how to automatize this. Okay, you can say, okay, Adriano, very good, but I cannot stay there and press run every time, right? So on Google Script, this is not prompt engineering, but this is something I am teaching you anyway. So you can go on triggers, and here we can create a new trigger. I can select the function I want to use. So auto reply with Clippy is the name, and I can do it time driven. And for example, I can have minutes timer, and we can let the script run every minute or every 5 minutes. And so that's until I come back from from the holidays, and so automatically is going to perform. How cool is that? So we created this is better than just have um, a basic answer for a basic answer like of holiday that is all the time the same. But you can engineer your prompt here to be more specific. Maybe is not a holiday email you want, but you have really an assistant that answer you in case like you in your work you have maybe customers that ask you something. You can like we during the generative AI course we can teach you how to do a RAG system, so retrieval augmented generated chatbots. So you will be able to add an assistant that has more knowledge and is more personal to you, that can give more personalized answer. And this is one way of doing it. Okay, so thank you for being here with me today. So on the left you have the link and the code to have a 20% off on the Mastering Generative AI course that we're starting on Tuesday. And on the right you can access the slide with the right QR code, and so access all the prompts and data that I shared with you this morning, and you can access to our networking session that we are starting right now. Our team will be there, so if we want to talk with us, with Constructor, to see how we are doing all the other courses, or you want to talk with the other attendees, drinking your coffee, you are welcome to do that. In the meantime, if you have questions for me, you can raise your hand, you can write them down into the chat, and I will try to answer them live. So please use the Q&A or raise your hands. Okay, we have something in the chat. Could you please share the Google hot link here? Yes. So it's here in the chat. Hope you see. You're welcome. I think it was only for host and panelist. Now I wrote it to everyone. I think you should be able to see it. Can also this be done in Outlook? So one question from the chat. I need to check this. I always work with Gmail, but we can check this. Let's see. One other tool that I usually use is to have like insights from the web, and to have like true response, which is let's say an agentic RAG system. It's called is Perplexity. I'm not teaching you anything, but it's just a tool that I suggest you to use. I use it instead of Google. So I can ask something here and it will give me links. For example, can I use something similar to Google Scripts, but in Outlook? Microsoft offers several alternatives that provide similar function to Outlook. So there is Office scripts in Microsoft. So I think you will be able to do it. And here is nice because it's not just giving me an answer, but is giving me the source. So I can click on the link here, and it's telling me like here where the source of the info comes from. So here, yeah. So we have the Google app, and it's telling me how I can do it. I can do it also on Microsoft environment. You're welcome. I'll I'll go back to the QR codes. So if you want to scan them, if you didn't have time to do it, you can do it now. Okay, guys, then I'll leave the screen on here, so if you so you don't miss our documents here, and I'll see you hopefully on Tuesday. Otherwise, our last session will be on Friday. Thanks again for being here with me on this Friday morning. Wait, maybe there is something in the Q&A. Yes. Hi, could you remind us of the repo where the session stuff is stored, Kevin? So usually you will receive an email with all the recordings and the access to the slides. And anyway, in all the slides, if we go back here, you will have the links to all our lectures. So you can click on the lectures, and there you will have the access to the content that I share with you. So just scan this QR code here on the right, and you will be able to access all of it. And if you lose it, you will receive it by email.